I want to talk about at camp. How at camp, no, because listen, I was thinking about eating my bowl of cereal today for dinner because I made Dad do like a choose your own dinner thing because I really wanted cereal. And I was thinking at camp how no one drunk.
Shush! It's my turn. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Hi, and welcome to the Shush, It's My Turn podcast. I'm Tyler, and that's Sophie, and I'm Sophie's dad. And this is a podcast where we use a chess timer to take turns talking. And now Sophie can hit the button at any point she wants and carry on.
All right. So practically no one drank their milk, not even like the kids. I thought that was like not a normal thing.
After, like, they eat the cereal out and then they throw the milk away? Goodness. Oh, no,
It's your turn.
I wasn't ready for this. So Sophie came down like 6 minutes ago and was like, hey, can we start now? And I was not really up. I'm still working my way in. It's been a long day.
You ready to give you some ASMR? Did that sound loud on your side? Okay, fine. Also, it sounded loud in my head. Does anyone notice something? Anyone? Anyone? No?
I do. The sound works this time. Oh, and I just noticed something else. You don't have a spoon.
I don't know. I couldn't find it and I was rushing. I thought this was better.
Crazy. Can you carry on with the thing about the milk?
No, it's over. It's done.
Why is it doing that? Oh, we're set on the wrong thing. Push the button, please. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. When we push the button, there's like a number 1 that shows up or something. But then we're on the wrong setting, I can tell. And I don't know, but it looks like it's just counting down regularly. So that's fine. I don't know why it's jumping. Do you see it? If you push the button, go ahead.
Click the button. Okay, wait. Like it gives you like a bit to like. Do you think we're gonna miss the start of my thing? Do you think so?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because my thing starts at 7.
Yeah, we might. Because we did it one time, the first time where it added like 3 seconds every time we took a turn. This time it just like pauses for a second in between every turn. So yeah, you might miss the start of your thing. Sorry.
That's okay. Let's just keep the time on this thing with my sticky hands.
But we can't. We have to go till the timer's done. Yeah. You will miss the start of your thing for sure.
I really just wanted to have a lookie.
Oh.
Okay, the milk. And then the liters also. Can you click the timer, please? I don't want to talk with a candy in my mouth. Can you click the timer? We can sit in silence. That's okay too. You see how I flinch there? Notice things. Also, the leaders also did it, and so then I feel like I should do it too. Dad, I wore the sweater with a stain on it. Could do this the whole time.
You're worried about the stain for the video? Yeah, I think you're okay. Think of the grubby things I've worn. I went to the page. Well, I have 2 things to say. One is I went to the YouTube page where this stuff is hosted, and I was looking, and you can just watch my like hair grow on each of them, and it's like, oh boy, I'm gonna need a haircut soon. Also, I said something dumb last time. I thought I was all clever because I'd gone back through and looked at all the turns we take because it keeps track of how many turns, and I was like, it isn't necessarily the case that we would actually take like almost the same amount of turns, but mathematically, that's a incorrect, even a dumb thing to think.
Really?
Yep. Really.
Well, like we have to wait, and then it goes. Okay, so do you know why that happened, Dad?
Why? What happened, Sophie?
Why the thing went weird?
It's because it got set up a little funny. usually I set it up, and there's a setting I go to, but we've never talked about it. I think you just put it on a setting we don't usually use, which is fine because we were in a rush to get started so you can watch your online event. More power to you.
Also, can we go back? Does anyone notice anything? But like you already know. So like, does anyone else notice anything? No? Okay, I'll show you. Ready? Actually, I'm going to the back. Click your button.
Oh, I think I know what this is actually. How would they notice? I'll tell you. In case at this point you're still wondering what it is. It's the bow in Sophie's hair. We were in Greenwich. You probably didn't post.
I have, because I promised I'd post it before the podcast. I need to talk about the Greenwich post. I need to talk about it. But I spent £10 on 4 bows. And it was cute. So practically I was going to get 2, because it said 2 for $5. Great deal, right? Because I think they're homemade. And then I got them at the Greenwich Market, just to clarify. And then I saw another one I liked. I'm like, well, I have to get another one to make it 2 for 2 for 2 for 5 for 10. So then I spent £10 on 4 bows, and I love them so much. Okay, now the Greenwich vlog. So what happened? What happened to the Greenwich vlog, Dad?
So I'm gonna try to pause every time, even though the time of the podcast won't change, but the speaking time will. Anyway, I think probably what she's saying is, so again, she does all the work for this crap, and the vlog is entirely her. And so I think what happened is she got sick, and so we didn't do much. And so I suspect,
like I was I should have paused. Every time to go through, I have to go through and like edit down. Also, Dad, there was what? There was.
How do you?
You just tried to stop me. You get all mad at me for trying to stop you. I'm allowed. Also, Dad, on like our podcast videos, they have like, when you like hover over the picture, they show you like a preview of the video, and I think they're all perfect. By the way, now you can say your thing.
I think what she's gonna say is that she was sick and that there's not enough.
Oh yeah, I was sick. I was like fevery sick. But I didn't have a fever. I don't quite understand what happened there.
I think you had a fever. Wait, why?
Yeah, but I got over it. Why what? Why what?
I don't understand this setting at all. This is probably only interesting to you and me watching this thing go down backwards. So usually we get to go to this place for 3 nights. We only had time for 2 nights, which was a bit of a drag. Big drag, really. Like a 2-night, an overnight trip is like useless. A 2-night trip is like fine, but you really need a 3-night, so you have 2 full days in a place for it to be like a decent holiday. So we didn't.
I found salad on my thing. Oh, I dropped the salad.
My van has TV screens, this is an inside family joke.
No, you don't explain inside jokes. That's a real Dad.
I wasn't going to. I was just going to say it's a joke, but it's a thing you say when someone says something totally random and like out of the course.
You've explained the inside joke.
I'm explaining it without telling the original story. That's what I'm doing. So when someone says something like out of the blue random that doesn't belong, we say my van has TV screens. So I think
also it did belong because it had salad on my spoon. That wasn't random. Look, I can show you. Oh, Eleanor's just texted me. Let's stop the whole podcast to reply. Does anyone see the leaf? Are you You're not reacting, which means you think you can't see it.
So is the reason there's no Greenwich vlog coming? Is that the case?
No, it's up. I already said it's up. It's just 5 minutes long, which is really short. That's what I was going to say, is that it's really short and there's not much going on because we didn't do much. The only like exciting thing was the market, and I barely could make it through that. But it was great, and I was going to record a reaction to eating those white pearl strawberries, which if you didn't watch the vlog, then you don't deserve to know. I'm just kidding. If you didn't watch the vlog, it's like quite literally what they sound like. They're like white strawberries. And like they have like the seeds look almost like red, like poking through. So I thought the inside was going to be red, but I bit into it, and then it was like just white. and I was too sick to record.
Underwhelming, I thought. Like, they didn't taste like good strawberries,
No, they just taste like bad strawberries.
and they didn't taste different than regular strawberries. So neither of those things. But I think it might just be a seasonal thing. And it was M&S produce, let's be honest, right? Like, overpriced.
But M&S, oh, it is overpriced. But M&S is like really fancy, so I thought they'd be good. Seasonal.
I think M&S is like, they're selling the experience of buying something at M&S rather than like quality. And so they're selling like, hey, you think you're going to get something nice because we're M&S, but it's not. So not a fan. So we had some good times. We watched 3 movies in Greenwich. We
Yeah,
watched
I'll tell you what they are. Okay? Ready? Number 1, Pitch Perfect. Number 2.
So before we go any further, well, actually, no, I don't need to say it.
Well, you can say it, but just after I finish. Number 2, My Neighbor Girl. What's it called?
My Neighbors, the Yamadas, which is a movie made up
Number 3. What's number 3? Number 3,
of like short little episodes.
it's like My Ocean Heart or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called at all. It was another Ghibli movie, or as many other people say, Ghibli? I know, our family says Ghibli because of me. But I think most people say Ghibli, and I think it's like the proper way if it was, written as a Japanese word. Anyway, the third movie was the one where it's like a coming-of-age story. It's early, and it might have been someone else's story that they just animated. But it centers around this like high school reunion and this guy who liked a girl who had just come from Tokyo and was sort of a big shot in this small town. And then like it's basically just like about that takes him the movie to realize he actually really likes this girl.
It's really cute. I really like it. Now, can I explain Pitch Perfect? I think everyone knows what Pitch Perfect is. I feel like there's like a movie everyone watched, but I want to explain it anyways because I like it. It's just like an a cappella group. That's it. It's just like a competition, and then like a few like college, university like people go and like sing in empty pools and like do things like that and like a cappella-ness. And then what's the next one?
Aka what? That movie is, I mean, I get it's sort of like cult status, but boy, oh boy, that is, it was an enjoyable watch in a way because it's so ridiculous. But it's like, it seems to sort of know that it's ridiculous, and like owns that it's ridiculous, but also doesn't seem to. The acapella thing is definitely like, it's owning the fact that it's ridiculous. If you keep pushing the books with your toe, I think they'll all fall over. Just as a heads up.
Like Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Wow, I didn't know I still knew that. Also, we played the... Are you done? Are you done? Explaining whatever you were explaining before I started?
I was talking about my impressions of Pitch Perfect because I thought we were going to end up going through all 3 movies, but you seem eager to move on to something else already.
Well, let me tell you something and then we can go back to it. Is that okay with you? All right. So we played a game that's my favorite. What's it called? Like 6-second scribbles or something? And I really like the one. Like basically what you have to do is set a time. Why is it called 6-second scribbles when you set a timer for a minute? Because there's 10 of them. So you set a timer for a minute, which is 60 seconds. And then there's 6 things you have to draw. There's 10 things you have to draw, which means you have 6 seconds, because 60 divided by 10 is 6. All right. And then,
Quick maths.
did I get it right? Okay. And then, like, I don't know how it works because we worked as a team, but Dad said you're not supposed to, so I don't understand how it's going to work. Maybe when you have, like, more people. But you, like, try to guess what the other person drew, and you're not allowed to say anything. But we said a lot of things for, like, the really hard one because they're really hard. But my favorite was like the nursery rhymes ones. Those were fun to draw. Like I had to do the wheels on them. I did those so good. It was like a bus, and like I did like all right. I pointed to the wheels, and I did round like in a round circle. No, a round arrow, and then it was so good and so obvious. And Dad talked about like a DJ set or something like that. Because I put a music note.
We should have kept those pictures to show on the thing because her pictures were great.
Honestly, I did keep them and put them in the vlog, but I accidentally recorded it on slow-mo, so I just got rid of it. Carry on. I'm gonna go get candy.
Yeah, the second movie, My Neighbors the Yamadas, another Ghibli. And like I was saying, it's made up of like short little clips. So it's not like one big long story. It's just like a bunch of stuff that happens. But it was great in a lot of ways. I felt like it was a bit long in a way because there isn't like a thing that pulls you through the whole works. But I mean, I was pretty tired as well. But then it was like really nice. Like it's adorable. And they do this thing. I think it's mostly haiku, but there's poems at the end of each one. And then the poems actually added a ton. Without that, I would have liked it like far less than I actually did, I think. So I really liked that one. I think it would be tough for me. Pitch Perfect of the three movies is absolutely not my favorite. And then between the last two, probably the one I'm most likely to watch again is My Neighbors, the Yamadas. More so than the other one. But I love a good, slow Ghibli movie. Like Whisper of the Heart or Wind Rises.
That movie was so cute. I really liked that movie. Dad said he didn't like it or the reason why he didn't fully like it was because he felt it was too long. But I really like the length because of how they're just made up on like short little things. But I think it works in them. They have like quotes. Am I explaining what you already explained? The quotes. I never understood the quotes, so I just watched the movie.
The quotes are poems. Do you know about haiku? Haiku is like 575, right? 5 syllables. Can you write a haiku on the spot? Let's try it.
No, but I was going to ask you. That's not fair. You go first. No, let's go together. I do the first one. Okay. What should we do it about? Food?
We should do it about our relationship.
Okay, ready? So syllables of 5. I don't know. Think of a word, any word. I think our relationship is cute. That's one word. Cute. What's another word? Cute. Funny. Cute. Funny. What's another word? Yeah, 3. What's another word? I can't think of one. You do a word.
Lovely.
Okay. Cute. What did I say next? Cute, funny, lovely. Is the... Oh, I'm not done.
Now, that's your 5, so I'll do the middle line. Ready? Like a bow tying your hair.
All right. Is the relation... That doesn't work. How many does that have? Relationship. Okay, and the next line is relationship us. It's good.
Or perhaps our...
That's my line. Do you know that? That's my line.
Here's the whole poem then. Cute, funny, lovely. Like a bow tying your hair. Relationship, us. I still think...
I like it. Carry on.
I like it too, but for the last line, our relationship is probably better.
No, that's my line. You try that riff.
That's my line. Seriously. Movie 3. Oh yeah, my
Okay, it's so boring now talking about movies. Do you think so, or should we move on? I'm asking you a question.
Oh, thank you for asking a question. I worry about your attention span.
Well, why? Why is it a problem? Oh, riddle me this. I just wanted to say that. Carry on.
Maybe it's better for this setting that you keep moving to other things. I just feel like we just get into a thing and you're like, yeah, and I'm moving on to
Yeah, because it's boring.
salad on my finger or whatever it is.
No, that wasn't a move on. That was interruption, actually. And it just gets boring. Because last time you wanted to talk about the Olympics the whole time. Yes, you did.
Not the whole time.
You said the whole time. So, riddle me that. Like, do you know any riddles? I know one. You know how much ASMR they're getting with your, it's like candy in your mouth? Because you keep going back and forth? All right, just making sure. Okay. Driving a bus. This is for them because you already know the answer. Okay. Driving a bus, and you pay attention. Ready? Quick math. 10 people get on the bus. Okay? 5 of those people are girls. Then 5 of those people are boys. Okay? You know, this took me ages to memorize. Alright, and then 2 of the boys got off at the next bus stop and were replaced with 2 girls. Okay? So they go to the next bus stop. 10 other boys get on the bus, and now the bus is full. Okay? The bus is full with that many people. Got that? Then they drive to the next bus stop, and 15 of those people get off, leaving 3 girls. And how many boys are left? You just have to think about that. I'm not telling you. Alright? Then they drive to the next bus stop, and then they get stopped by the police. And the police ask the bus driver,
Just jumping in to say, don't worry. It's a long riddle, but it will land.
no, it's not going to be funny. It's a riddle. They're driving, the police comes by, and then they say, how many people are in your bus, sir? Or ma'am, I don't discriminate. You can be a girl and drive a bus too. So how many people are in your bus, sir? Because you're a sir. Answer the question. It's a riddle.
I stopped paying attention because I thought the question was going to be, what's the name of the bus driver? And I would have answered Tyler.
Well, we're not done yet. So do the thing.
Oh, I don't know, about 13.
Okay, there was 3. And then the rest of the riddle was, and then he goes to you. And then he goes to the bus driver, and then he asks, how old are you, sir?
I'm 45.
No, the bus driver, not you.
What?
Okay, so basically the riddle is a lot of people get tripped up because I say you're driving a bus, and then they talk about the maths and then forget that I said you're driving the bus. That's the riddle.
Mine's a lot shorter. It's a lovely riddle, by the way. My riddle is shorter. What gets wetter the more it dries?
A towel. That was a bad one. Everyone knows that one. Okay, what?
You said, do I know a riddle? And I mean, that was what came to mind. At first, I was trying to think of the Lord of the Rings ones. Because there's all the riddles when Bilbo and Gollum are figuring out the ring business. Or no, that's before that. When they're trying to figure out if Bilbo's going to get shown out or eaten. So, a lot at stake.
Okay, can we talk about something? Can we talk about something? Can we talk about something? So, the thing I want to talk about is, what do I want to talk about? I swear I had something. Oh, yeah, right. So, we were at a church, like, birthday party thing today. And they were talking about, like, the olden times or something like that. And, they were talking about, like, remembering, like, when technology came in. And, like, that wasn't that long ago since, like, the phone came in. And, like, now, it's, like, gone crazy. It's like, what's it gonna be like in that many times? Does that not crazy your mind?
Yeah, for sure. There are things. It is crazy. The thing we were talking about was like I remember when computers came into houses, and it was just big desktops, of course. And I remember when the internet came, and then I told the story that some people might appreciate. Where I remember there was a box of cereal with a compact disc, otherwise known as a CD, on the front of the box in an envelope, and it was like 30 free hours of internet from AOL America Online, and I was so pumped. And I got it home, and I don't remember if I think I probably stuck it in and waited for the internet to happen, but like we had no internet, we had no connection. But then I remember dial-up coming through, where then the internet would take over your phone and make all the noise and all of that. And I remember cell phones, because we had a phone. My dad had a phone in the car, a car phone, because he traveled a lot for work and drove this Toyota 4Runner all over British Columbia. So yeah, to think of in my lifetime how far things have come, which is a very old person thing to say. Then it's like, where is it going from here? I mean, like, it is crazy if you stop and think about it. But even as I try to stop and think about it, I also feel like, I don't know. I don't know how much I care. I'm certainly not something I'm worried about. And it's also not something I'm excited about. It's just like, oh yeah, things will keep going. Does it worry you?
No. Well, as long as like there's like a power off button to all the robots that are gonna take over the world, then we'll be fine. And it doesn't turn into like Megan, or like you have those like who, like that one like I think all that is and why it's so scary is because they've just put like what is already known like in a human. Sophia, I think her name's Sophia. Who is it like? I think it's like not Elton John. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. He had, it might not be him, but like he has like a robot, like a human robot called Sophia. Oh wait, or is that? Oh, that might be something else. No, but there is something where
I don't know any of this.
Like,
also, you've taken like 3 minutes more than me already, so we need to even this out. Maybe what you're trying to do is get done early, so you'll just leave me for the last 10 minutes while you go start your show.
Loki, that's a good idea. Okay, so I don't know.
I don't want to sit here.
You just held the button down.
For half a second, it's true. I let it go.
Now you're gonna have to sit in silence for a second, like you did the other time. Click the.
Here's the thing. I think that the people watching understand enough about how this relationship works to know what the real patterns here are.
What are the real patterns?
You're pushy with turns. And I give in to you when you're like, no, it's going to be my turn no matter what. That's the pattern.
Yeah. So what was that? What was the point of saying that? I forgot what we were talking about that. Did you? Do you remember?
Well, first we were coming up because you're talking about Elon Musk has a robot who has your name. And then
Sophia, not Sophie.
It's true. You remember that I wanted you to be called.
Yeah, I think I like Sophie better though. So, sorry. For the people who don't know, I was gonna be called Sophia, but Mom preferred Sophie or something like that, and she won. Something like that. Is that exactly right? Word for word, how you would tell the story. Okay, then you tell the way you would tell the story.
Your way was fine. I don't need to tell it exactly my way to feel like, it doesn't need to be told that way. So you're not worried about stuff where it's going because you just hope we have off switches. Do you have, I was wondering this because there's more like messed up stuff in the news this week, and it looks, fairly possible about like the U.S. attacking Iran and stuff like that.
What? I didn't know anything about this. So update me, please.
Well, there's like American troop buildups and, people are blustering and stuff. I was thinking about it this week and I was like, I'm going to ask. Because on the one hand, I thought, let's bring something a bit more real back to this podcast. So then I was like, I'm going to ask Sophie, like, as a person of your age growing up, are you like worried? And does stuff like bother you like that? Because they say a lot about anxiety and how people of like your generation growing up now we're sort of like living in this constant state of, oh my word, things are so bad and they're only going to get worse and everything's going to blow up. So I just sort of wonder how that is for you, because I know it's not for me what it is for you.
Okay, so do you want to hear my story about what you're talking about? Okay, so practically, I have really bad anxiety. So like, but like potentially about this, like, I'm gonna break it down into separate parts because yes and no, because the whole thing, like, oh my gosh, like the world's gonna end to climate change and wars. Like, I'm not scared of that because of like Jesus. I have like hope in Jesus, but like I'm sure other people who don't have like hope in something like that are. So I'm not a very good like bias on that. You know, it's not very fair for me to like. I guess it is because I'm in part, but like I'm not just someone who's like doesn't think like there's a God, you know, who has control over it. But anyways, I have really bad anxiety and I've gone through different things, and like one of the things is like airplanes used to terrify me, not just flying in them, but like them going by, because I'm scared like them going by it's like a war and then they're gonna like, you know.
Is that my fault? Because I remember, I feel like I said something once, because every now and then, especially at our old place, British military planes, RAF, would fly pretty low over the house.
I had that for ages and ages and ages. I only really got out of it because I got really interested in planes. And one time I like, because sometimes they can be really loud and just be like a normal plane. And one time I thought it was like one of those big planes, and I literally like saw it with my own two eyes, and it was just like a commercial plane. It's like that helped me a bit, but like still when I'm inside, like you never know, like if it's like a bad plane or like a good plane.
Yeah, the thing I was worried about is there was a time where I had said, I feel this was back especially at the start of the Russia-Ukraine stuff, where I was like, man, I feel like one of these days we're gonna come outside and just see like a whole bunch of RAF planes go tearing off east, toward Europe, and it'll just be like, oh, there it goes, here it comes, or something like that. So I worried.
So I don't remember that. What I thought you were gonna say is, one time they were going by, like, because we were close to, like, I don't know, old things. But now I find them interesting as well because, like, I've kind of researched on them. I know, like, old planes aren't just gonna, you know, like, drop. Like,
you know what you are? You're Batman. Because the whole backstory of Batman is, like, as a child, or one of the versions is he ends up in a cave and all these bats go flying by him and it, like, freaks him out so much. And then he, like, becomes Batman because he embraces the thing he was afraid of as his own identity.
Are you serious? I thought he was like thrown in an alleyway and then his parents were killed.
All part of the same story. Oh. But the bat thing, because now, again, you were scared of planes falling from the sky, and now...
Not falling from the sky. I thought...
Fine. Not falling from the sky. And now you have an app, which is like every time something flies overhead, she pulls out this app, and then you click on it. It's like a flight tracker. And it tells you what's overhead. But then you also go looking at like other parts of the world and just sort of check out what planes are going here and there. So what's your superhero name? If Batman became Batman, you become Plane Girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's pretty easy to put together. Batman.
But I'm laughing partly because of the double meaning. Like there's PLANE, and which is, you know, a thing with wings that flies in the air and isn't a bird or an insect.
Oh, like I'm plain and boring.
PLAIN. I was like,
okay, so you asked me a question.
Imagine a superhero named Plane Girl who just goes around.
That's true, because I like
being vanilla about things and like just wearing like plain white hoodies or like whatever you could think of that would just be like, what would the perfect outfit be for Plane Girl? Which reminds me, years ago, hold on,
we're not swapping from this right now because I'm wearing a plain white hoodie.
Shocking. Anyway.
And I like all my food plain. I like my buttered noodles.
Tonight we're on a I'm not cooking supper thing mostly.
So that I can have cereal. We already talked about this, by the way.
But one of the things I was like, if I am going to have to cook, or like if it's best for the family that I cook something, I'll just make like a plain pot of rice, because Sophie will just be like, oh my word, plain rice. And even now she's almost thinking that, yeah, actually instead of cereal, can you actually make the pot of rice? But she can't quite give in to that.
No, because I don't want rice or butter, so I'm okay. I want my cereal really badly. I want my Honey Nut Cheerios. Not Honey Nut Cheerios, Honey Nut... What's it called? Honey nut.
Well, there's honey nut. There's crunchy nut.
Ah.
And there's multigrain Cheerios. And I don't know which one you want.
No, there's no multigrain Cheerios. I had multigrain Cheerios for like 2 weeks straight.
There's no multigrain Cheerios in the house. But they are a thing.
Yeah, yes. I had multigrain Cheerios for like 2 weeks straight, and then I ran out because were you eating them? Just shake your head yes or no. See, I think I was mainly the one eating them, so like they lasted a while. And it was like one of those big boxes as well. Family size. So it took me a while to get through them. Every single morning I knew exactly what I was going to eat. It would be there for me. And then it was gone. And I had Shreddies right before the thought of the dentist appointment.
Wow. Wild ride. I like Shreddies. And I think Shreddies are great, but the variations of Shreddies are one of the worst cereals with variations. Cheerios is probably the best.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's honey Shreddies. Those are like flat garbage. Those are terrible. Regular Shreddies are awesome, but also chocolate Shreddies.
No, I need to clarify.
Chocolate Shreddies for snacking are
Those are bust.
so bust.
I need to clarify. I like Shreddies. You knocked my, what's this? A flipper? You knocked my flipper. What are you doing with the timer? Where is it going? Okay, so
What are we, seals?
No,
Penguins?
Can I tell you, what are you talking about?
You knocked my flipper.
This. Can I tell you what Caleb commented last time? Did you see? Okay.
I think I did go see.
Yeah, so it was the owl comment. Did you laugh at it?
Absolutely went to the timestamp because I was like, what is he talking about?
Because honestly, what I thought he was talking about.
Who?
You can't.
Who?
No,
Who?
let me tell the story because now it's confusing. Okay, so what I thought he was talking about is, it's not there. I thought there was an owl behind us, and he was like, oh, there's an owl behind you because there's a wooden one. And then when I clicked on the video, you can't even see it, but it's not there. Where is it? But practically, Caleb, just to clarify, my older brother, just to clarify, I think his username was like Raging Mangoes or something like that, so you can see that one. Just to clarify, what are you looking at me like that? No, not to clarify. Just to clarify, his comment said something along the lines of, don't be alarmed, guys, there's an owl behind you, or something like that. And then, there's an owl among you. Bum, bum, okay. And then it was just me saying who a lot because Dad wouldn't answer my question. That's the end of that story. Now, ask me questions. No, because I never finished that serious question you talked to me about, and then you moved on. Okay, so what else was there? I was going to break it into two things.
You did. Two things are one.
War. Yeah. So I was scared. I am scared of war. So why are you laughing? Break out in a rash. So I'm scared of war, and that was the reason why I was scared of planes going overhead of us. And I'm still scared of war. It just doesn't come up like in my anxious thoughts as much because I'm not scared of the planes flying over. So it's not like a little like, I don't want to use the word trigger because trigger is more serious, but like a little, but like that, and you know, like a trigger to a thought. Is that serious or no? There you go. That's the answer to your question. No, ask me another one. I like answering questions.
I need to use up some time, so we can't.
No, please, let me.
Look, we can leave a few minutes, but like not like 6 minutes.
You'd be good. You're good at talking by yourself.
And you're being full of crap.
I have 40 minutes.
Because you have an agenda. You have 20 minutes to get there. It starts at...
That's what I meant. It's just because it was turning 6:40.
You're going to be late.
No, then let me talk. Please let me talk.
I do not want to sit here talking to the world for like 10 minutes.
You won't. Just ask me a question and it'll be fine. So ask me a question.
What is this that you're going to watch?
A musical.
Gosh, that's super interesting. So I wanted to talk about this other thing.
But I'm going to watch a musical. You should be more excited for me.
You watched a musical. Is this another Roblox musical?
Yeah. Can I tell you about what happened? Because I think I told you the story about how I broke out in a rash. On here, I mean. Did I? Okay, so I probably told every part of that story, so I'm not going to tell you again. And no one asked for your peas thing, so I didn't put it in. the food, mushy peas. If you had to know, you had to watch last episode to know.
I don't even think I know anymore, which is fine. So speaking of the Olympics,
Oh, like, it's done. Like that hockey thing was the last thing I went to go watch it in my room. Like it's completely done. Oh, the Olympics.
there's the closing ceremony tonight. But yeah, Canada lost both gold medal matches in ice hockey, which is tough for us. But also, like, I watched both games and felt good about both of them. Today, the Canadian men were awesome. We were awesome. I kept saying as you were beside me watching, I was
Yeah,
like,
I thought you were joking.
not at all. We were awesome. And like sometimes
No, because
the
listen.
chances don't go in, But like, man, we were awesome.
Because the chances kept coming up. But listen, he was like this. He was like, we're just so good. Like, the Canada team is just so good at hockey. Like, Canada's so good this season.
It was a relief in a big way because like the women got beat 5-0 by the Americans in the round robin. That was like, oh my word. But then the gold medal game, man, we were up by 1, but we did not look good.
That one was so bad. I feel like we should have won that one. Like, obviously not. And I'm not saying, like, all this stuff. But, like, we had, like, 1-0 that whole entire time the women won. And then practically, like, near the end, the Americans...
Brutal. So brutal.
The Americans scored, leaving it 1-1, giving it into the overtime. And then they got it, so...
Yeah. Both endings like that were rough. But again, like so I was super impressed with the women's hockey team because they held on for so long when the Americans were all over us in that game.
Yeah, they were like all over us in that game. No, they were like in our
This episode
end.
is brought to you by Sophie Discovering Sports Lingo.
They were like all over us on our inner end, like all over us in our end. Like you would look at our end and they would be like all over us whenever we were in our end. All over us. Jeez.
And then the puck would squirt out of the zone.
Yeah, the puck squirted out of the zone when we were all in it.
Squirt. And then the men today, it was totally different. Again, both outcomes were the same. We lose early in overtime. Rough go for us. But man, the Canadian men's hockey team looked awesome today. So, oh well, I feel like I'm pretty much already over it.
Yeah, me too, honestly. But it was sad once you reminded me.
And I
only got to hear
I think this is...
the Canadian anthem once.
Which thing did you hear it for?
Curling, you all went to bed. I just watched on my laptop. Oh.
So, that's so bad. Anyway, and I reverted...
No, it's almost...
I reverted
Let me
to
finish,
the
let me finish.
big thing. Oh, don't you saying "let me finish"
No,
is
okay, you were...
rich.
Yeah, okay.
Rich.
Okay.
Rich.
Okay. But you were talking all throughout me talking, by the way. Just so you know. Through my turn.
I'm really sorry about that. I'll try harder to take my turn.
All right. No,
So,
no, don't move on. I wanted to say something.
hurry up.
Look, you forgot because we argued. I think it was something along the lines. I don't remember. Shoot.
One thing, one of my reflections coming to the end of the Olympics is, oh my word, TV is obnoxious.
Yeah, I like it. I still like it.
It is, for me, it's both the commercials and the commentators. Like, I'm just like, oh, it's so painful to watch.
I like the commercials because every time they're like almost the same thing. So you just see them and it's like, oh, that's my favorite one. My favorite. No.
It's like an old friend.
Yeah, let me.
It's like multigrain Cheerios every morning.
Oh, yeah, but now we don't have
Commercials are like multigrain Cheerios. That's what y'all can
Yeah, and you know why?
pick up from this.
Do you know why? You won't let me finish a full
Oh.
sentence anymore.
That's funny.
No, but like.
So one of
you
the things
always let
I'm
me
trying to
do
demonstrate
is
is
pay
that
back.
if
Sophie. Show
I
her,
did
her own
what
medicine.
you do,
Let's
this
play
would be
the
less fun.
word. Let's play the word game. Ready? Once. Okay, my favorite Olympic ad. That's what I was going to talk about. you interrupt me. My favorite Olympic ad is the one where there's a car. I think it's Defender. And it's like bake till 350 Fahrenheit. Throw in 500 kgs of sand. Go blah 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 like that. And I really like that one. Bake to whatever destination you want. I really like that one. I also really like the one Mama hates about the porridge one. And it's basically just showing like the Team GB's like non-glorified morning routine. It's fun.
My problem with that one is, well, there's a few things. One of them is it's all like, our cereal's ugly and we don't care. But like the first 3 shots of their oatmeal are very like manufactured, very, whatever the word is.
It looks so
powdered and prepped.
Good. And I don't even like porridge.
Yeah. So there's like a shift that starts out like, hey, look how good our porridge looks. And then they shift halfway through to like, oh yeah, our food's ugly and we don't care.
Yeah, I don't like that. I wouldn't want to buy food that they call ugly. I want my food to be pretty. So just like, you should change your advert because the Shush It's My Turn podcast doesn't like it.
I mean, nobody but you and I should do anything because of what the Shush It's My Turn podcast thinks.
Yes, we should. We're powerful and influential. Influence. We influence people well.
So, nice we had the Olympics. I'm relieved it's over in many ways. I'm glad for Canada. I think we did all right. We got over 20 medals.
Yeah, and we got...
I think we have 21. I think the silver in men's hockey was the last. Oh, no, I think your mom said we got another. We might have 22, which is not what we, I think, hoped, but fine. So, go Canada, eh?
And I can't believe we got the... Actually, you're going to not like me for saying this. I can't believe we got the... gold in curling, men's curling. I found it so funny because the whole like thing came out like us cheating and like how we shouldn't have won that game and blah 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 blah. Did we win that game? That game we cheated in?
Yeah, 2 things.
We didn't actually cheat, but like it is cheating even if you don't intend to cheat.
It's just like people are making a distinction between cheating and like a violation. So like in hockey, like today there was penalties, and it's like, it's that.
A violation. Well, our violation, and we still won. I found that really funny. That's the only thing I heard the anthem for, and it made me really sad.
That's great. The one thing you heard the anthem for was for the thing you felt like we actually deserved it the least.
No, we deserved it the best. I really wanted to see people mad at us. So I thought that was really funny.
Yeah,
and people were drawing painting the paintings of the beaver in there.
No, that was awesome. There was a lot of like the memes that came out of the men's curling situation were super entertaining.
Yeah, so I wanted more, but no one seems to care that we won.
Yeah, I was sort of watching like a curling subreddit through the whole thing, which isn't wise, and but I was just sort of like wanted to know what people thought about it and stuff. So I can tell you a lot of people did care that we won. There was a lot of like the cheaters always win, winners always cheat.
Yeah, but it's different because you're on Reddit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, no hate to your Reddit, like, obsession, but like, everyone on Reddit has such strong opinions. It's Reddit
is toxic.
Reddit and X. What was it originally called? I forgot.
Twitter.
Reddit and Twitter. Like, it's just like everyone, so something's gonna happen, someone's gonna hate it, someone's gonna love it. It's like you're gonna find both.
For sure. So yeah, and I use Reddit like basically as a headline manufacturer.
Every day.
I just sort of scroll through, but I don't like
every minute
read comments and stuff generally. But I did for this, and it's like, oh yeah, this is why I don't do this. It's so easy to get sucked in. I was actually tempted at some points to like get an account and then go like join conversations. And it was like, oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. So there you go.
And yell at people like they're biking.
Yeah, this has been a family discussion. I've again come to the realization I need to stop talking to people when we're in transit. Being we and the other people talking mostly passive aggressively about the violation of road rules by other cyclists, which endanger everybody. I do. There should be. It does feel to me a social mechanism to deal with things that make things worse for everyone.
But do you really think that's gonna happen?
No, which is why I'm not doing it anymore. But it is just like there should be something. But I don't know. There's like it's about shame and culture and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what ought to happen.
This is true. Can I say two things, both quick? Number one, we haven't done a thumbnail yet, so let's think of one. What should we do? We should go like this. No, ready? We should come close.
Let's do it on my time. So we'll come in close like
No,
this.
we're doing it on my time.
And then what?
Because I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about something else while we do it.
The more we do this,
Oh,
the
timer.
exactly.
Okay, don't, because I'm gonna miss it.
Let's do the thing. No, we're just gonna use my time to make the
No,
thing.
because I'm gonna miss it.
Just the start.
Yeah, but they're not gonna let me in.
Oh, that was a sound, not words.
Yeah, I do that all the time. So let's make the thumbnail on my time, please. And I don't know, you can talk about all your opinions, everything you wish for like 3 extra minutes.
Hurry up.
Okay, so what should the thumbnail be? No, please let me do it on my time. Okay, ready? No, I don't like that one. What should we do?
What? Well, we've done angry. We've done tongue sticking out. So no tongue sticking out.
But that's my signature.
Let's just go thoughtful.
Thoughtful? Like, let me look in because I'm laughing. I don't know how to be thoughtful, Dad. How do you do that with your mouth?
We'll go scared.
Okay. No, I don't like that one either.
I feel like the thumbnail. We have options from the last 30 seconds.
Can we do one more where we touch fingers like this? But you put your hand in a ball and you could be the curling thing. Stone. I can be the finger.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, ready? Perfect.
We need to do it one more time because the spoon was in front of my face.
Oh, okay, perfect. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Okay, great.
But your tongue was sticking out. I was like,
That's my signature. Now, can I tell you about the other thing I was going to talk about, please? Please. Yeah.
sure.
You do this often, and you lean on me a lot, and you're a lot bigger than me, and I can't get out.
Well, I'm not trying to like physically trap you.
No, because you did it on the bench as well. On the bench outside, in public. You try to lean on me.
I'm just trying to lean.
Yeah, but I'm 16, and I don't know how old you are.
We established earlier in this episode that I am 45 years old.
Okay, well, you're 45 years old, and you can't lean on a 16-year-old, can you? Not strong.
I think I can.
Now that we've solved that problem, can I tell you?
I have a better idea. Go right now. Oh, I'm holding you back.
Can I please tell you about...
Yeah, but first, I want to say, go get your computer. I'll talk for a couple minutes on my turn so it counts down. Get your computer. You can log on to your Roblox musical on here so that you get in time and then can start watching it. There's no reason why we shouldn't do that. So, go for it.
I don't know, Dad.
Trust.
Because...
Trust.
Well, can I tell you about what I'm going to tell you first, and then we can do it?
Yes.
Wait, see, because now there's 6 minutes left. And now there's 6 minutes left. So it's going to... No, please just let me talk. Because it's going to start before I can't even do anything. Because you keep clicking the button and not listening to me.
Go get
Stop.
your computer.
No, I don't want to do that. Let's just talk. Let me talk. Let me talk for 6 minutes.
No way.
Please, Dad. Please, you don't understand how important this is to me. Can you talk for 5 minutes straight?
Yeah,
So
but
the people... Oh, I'm sorry, I knocked.
not on this.
Yeah, but you can talk about anything.
All you gotta do.
Talk about the Olympics. Talk about like sports. Talk about your hatred for sports. Talk about anything. Do something important for your daughter. You're a daughter. Your daughter.
I'm helping by
Please,
giving
Dad.
you a...
Yeah, and I said no because it won't work, and you don't know why it won't work, and that's okay. That's okay. I'll do anything. You don't understand. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. Let me talk about the Olympics. No.
So,
Please, I'll do
It
anything.
can't be-
I'm a star.
it can't be this.
I'm a star.
Go get the thing.
No, you don't understand. It won't work. Probably won't work. Can I
Then-
explain to you why it won't work?
Yes.
Can you listen to me? So the reason why it won't work, is because when you go, you have to go like through a whole thing. So I'm gonna be sat here going through a whole thing. But rather, if you just let me talk, then I'm sure they'll let me in a minute late. But if you keep interrupting me, it won't let me.
There's no way I'm leaving 9 minutes to talk. Because if you talk the rest of your time right now, I've got like 9 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Just pretend you're talking to me. Pretend you're talking to Mom.
That's awful.
No, you got this. Just think about blue skies.
If you go get it now, it'll still work. Plenty of time.
No. Did you hear why I said it won't work?
Even at this point, if I let you talk the rest of your turn, you'll still be too late.
No, that's what I mean. I said, I think I have better luck of getting in if I'm a minute late rather than if I do it here. That's what I said.
But if you just do it here, then you'll be gone through. And then, like, I've got more time, so I can talk while you do your thing set up for, like, 2 or 3 minutes rather than 9 minutes straight of me coming up with things to say and people having to watch that.
Okay, listen, though, right? This is the problem here. Okay, so my thing's more important than you think. Number 1, okay? Number 2. So what's going to happen, I'm going to set out for 4 minutes, and then I missed the first bit of it. Because I have to talk for 4 extra minutes. How's that going to work? You're just going to sit there? No. You have a lot of opinions. You could, like, talk about, like...
But we've established I'm not willing to give my opinions for 9 minutes.
9, okay, think about this, Dad. Your whole life. Think about your whole life right now. A year ago, okay, think about a year ago. 9 minutes of that time you've talked about. You could talk about any. I'm sure there's people that's interested about your PhD. you spent 6 years talking about that. You spent a whole document. Pull it up and just read it off.
That's such a bad idea.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to miss my thing.
There's a great way for you not to miss it. It's still there.
No, but listen. I'm going to miss it if I do your way. And you don't understand, that's okay.
Maybe we just shouldn't have started.
I think so, but now there's no way that we have to redo this. So you have to talk for 9 minutes. Please, can you do this one thing for me?
I've done a couple of things for you. But I mean...
Except give me hot chocolate money.
Yeah, well, one of the things I did...
Talk about why you didn't give me hot chocolate money. You can talk about that for hours.
Yeah, you keep trying to give me things to talk about in the space in which I'm saying I don't want to talk for 9 minutes straight. So...
Yeah, I know, so that I can finish it.
It's not an issue of, I don't have things. It's an issue of, I don't think...
No, don't worry, it's 8 minutes.
I don't think it's good for, like, people listening to listen to me talk for now 8 minutes.
Can I be honest? Completely honest. Let me be laid down.
What have you been so far?
Completely honest, but let me be completely honest again. The people who stayed this far, I think, care about us. And care about what you have to say. And probably know us. Like, it's probably Eleanor. And, like, Caleb.
Is there a metric thing where you can see how long people watch? Like, if they, like, quit?
Yeah, not, like, I can see an average. I can't see, like, personally, like, oh, Eleanor watched up to this point. Eleanor didn't even watch her last episode, actually, so maybe she won't even watch this one.
What's our average?
I don't know. I don't check that often because I don't really care about that.
It's probably for the best. One of the things I was worried about with like a YouTube account or social media is just the attention to all the attention, which is not a good thing.
Dad, please, I have 1 minute and I'm going to be like 2 minutes late. Please, will you let me talk for 3 minutes? It's only 8 minutes now. It's not bad at all. I could talk for 8 minutes straight. We should swap bodies like Freaky Friday. And then it will all be fine. Go to like...
It's such an interesting
a
solution.
Sketchy witch doctor. Is that what it was? Or something like a...
Wasn't it just lightning?
No, they went to... Like, oh, maybe that was Freaky Friday number 2. Freaky Friday... No, they went to like a Chinese restaurant, I think. And then it was like... They had like those like fortune cookie things. And then they read it and like it spent a fortune about like something. It was like the whole message about like the meaning and like loving each other. And then they went to bed and then woke up weird. And then the next one, I think they went to that like that weird lady and then went to bed and then woke up. And then there was like lightning and stuff in the night. But like also, isn't there like more than one Freaky Friday? Like this might have been like this is the newest Freaky Friday. So they might have changed it, to be fair. What else can I tell you about? Can I talk about which one I'm going to go see? Which musical? If they let
love
me
to hear.
in. If they let me in. So if they let me in, I'm going to go see, Aladdin. And why it's so important is because I only found out yesterday that I only found out too late yesterday that it was the second last show yesterday. So the first show 3 days ago, like that. And so today's the last showing ever of Aladdin. I really like Aladdin. I've never seen it as a musical, or is Aladdin a musical anyways?
They have musicals for all the things, because you can make it
Yeah.
watching your
All of
face.
the musicals are all of the things. But, like, I haven't seen the Aladdin musical, so I'm really excited to go see the Aladdin. I'm going to sprint, Dad. You don't understand how hard I'm sprinting, right?
I probably do.
So you're not mad at me?
Well, the way you ask it like that, no, I'm not mad at you like that.
Yeah.
But it is annoying.
No, let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at you're not mad at me. Because you're not mad at me, and I can watch my show. And don't worry, because next episode I'll bring all of the props. I'm just kidding. Next episode I won't even mention the curling scandal. I won't even utter the word.
A week from now, it's over now. So like a week from now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make you feel better. I won't utter a word. Like, I won't utter a scandal word. And I'll bring you a snack. Or is that a prop? That's a prop, isn't it?
That's okay. Snacks are okay. We can do
I'll
that.
bring you a snack. I'll go out and with my own money and bring you a snack that only you can eat. And I'll think of you carefully.
You know, there's like a whole thing about a wooden nickel, which is, even though it's a nickel, it's not worth anything. And you keep...
2 minutes over. Wait, I only have 20 seconds. What just happened? I had a minute and now I only have 20 seconds. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm sure, tell them about your wooden nickel. I'm sure they'd love that. Wait, why 40 seconds? Did it go up? Or did I just read it wrong again? Okay, well, 30 seconds to talk about horse riding. Horse riding. I don't want a horse. No, okay. All serious. I don't want a horse because they scare me, and I'm scared because if you watch, I can't remember what episode I said. Like, I'm scared that they would sense that I'm scared. You know what I mean? And that they would boot me off. And, like, because people die on horses and stuff like that. Like, people get seriously injured. It's not worth it. I'd keep, like, a pony. As, like, a pet. Dad, what if they don't even let me in? I'm going to be so mad. Sad. I'm going to be so sad. Sad. Okay, ready? You have to click your button because it's going to keep beeping. Okay, bye, everyone.
Crazy.
Wait.
So, she has nothing else to say. She just has to leave. Go, run. So, I mean, I'm curious to know what people think should be done in a situation like this. So, I mean, the truth is clearly we just shouldn't have started the thing if she was so dead set on getting done at 7. But if we hadn't set this on the wrong setting, then we would have basically been done on time. But in any case, now you get to hang out with me for 8 minutes and a few seconds. And I did not spend the time with her killing time thinking about what in the world I was going to talk about for 8 minutes straight. So we can go back to a previous topic, which was speaking to people in transit, because this is obviously a bad idea. My thing tends to be because cyclists in Cambridge are the worst. I'm a cyclist. Cyclists make everything worse for themselves, especially by just running red lights, and not obeying basic rules of the road. And to me, it's absurdly selfish and self-centered to do that because you make it worse for everyone. And it especially bothers me in my self-righteous indignation when people do it during school transit times. You've got kids on the road and then people are doing that stuff. So I honestly want them to stop. But it just is obvious that it doesn't do any good. It certainly does no good for me. And chances are anyone I've ever said something to and I have also tried to do it quite pleasantly at times. But then it just becomes passive aggressive and miserable. So there's a very small chance that it's actually made any difference for anybody. But I do feel what if as a society, we should have social mechanisms in order to make things better for everybody. And if it was there was a whole group of people, I have thought about this far too much. If there was a whole group of people in Cambridge, cyclists who all were flagging to people every time they did like ran a red light. So I had to push the thing because her phone is now dying. I'm not even sure if it'll make it to the end of my 6 minutes. That would be a mercy for y'all, let me tell you. But if everyone did it, then maybe it would be a thing. But obviously that's not going to work. Vigilante nonsense and all that. So big takeaway is it just really, really seems to be not worth it. And so I'm done doing it. But also I feel like it is a shame that it's not worth it at the same time. So there is that. Doing this podcast thing with her is a strange experience, really. I still find it remarkable that anybody wants to watch this thing the whole way through. Shout out to everyone who's still there, even right now, knowing it's just going to be me talking. I do actually feel like I have videos and stuff I want to make on like a separate kind of channel. Well, there's the one my friend Scott and I have about reading books. But then, you know, I've had all these ideas. I've got notes upon notes upon notes for like the various topics of stuff I read and think about. But those need all like prep. And just being like, okay, well, I'm going to just straight up talk for 8 minutes about something off the top of my head. Not really what I'm super interested in doing. So I can talk to you about reading, because that's what Scott and I do, and I have more thoughts developed there than about just talking about yelling at people on the road and doing a podcast with Sophie, because those both feel like dead ends at this point. One of the things I'm finding with reading is that I read a lot because it's all I do mostly for leisure time, and the problem is I also like I should be producing material like writing or like videos and stuff like that about the reading that I do. The problem is then I am like years ahead of production in my reading. So even like I read like a group of novels by Willa Cather, who I keep saying Willa Cather, and I think I say it wrong. I think it's Cather. And I've got like all these ideas about things that I could like make or write or whatever that are helpful for the worlds that I deal with, like church and mission type stuff, and just like literature and reading and all of that. But then I don't have workspace in my life to do any of that writing because my work life is taken up with other tasks. But then my leisure time, still just comes around. So then I just need to keep reading. So I'm trying to do a bit more of like, I keep a notebook, and then in the notebook, I'm trying to just like sit and write. So this morning, before going to church, I had like a solid half hour, 40 minutes. And I'd finished a novel by, forgive my pronunciation, Abdul Razak Gurna, called Memory of Departure or Memories of Departure. I can't quite remember. And she's back. I don't think she could get in, or she got the timing wrong, but she can't say it. So I'll keep saying it. And she got in and she's happy. Okay, now she's going back to watch. Well, that was heartwarming. How lovely. Your phone's on low power, but I'll turn it off when the thing's done. Anyway, so then instead of just going on to the next novel, which I have started now, I spent that 30 to 40 minutes just like thinking about the novel and then writing out some notes and stuff. And I find I need to do that more often because I need to spend more time like processing the things that I'm taking in and not just like taking in more and more and more. Because I've started to feel like, I don't know what the right term is. It's like if you overate. So it's like intellectually flabby or something like that. But that's not exactly what I mean. So I guess there's a thing you should consider doing is finding more time to just reflect on stuff, which isn't necessarily about producing things, because not everyone, reads in order to produce stuff either. I had another thing, but I'm not sure. But this is why, because I do pretty much just reading for my leisure time, this is why TV is excruciating to watch. So we've been watching the Olympics, and like the commentators are just filling space with nothing, like useless stuff or stuff that's just like I heard the same story. Who is it even about? I can't remember. but I heard like the same story about the same athlete like 4 times. It's probably a curler. It's just crazy. And again, which is also not to say like, I don't want that job. And I think the people who do that job like have a worthwhile job, you know, and contribute to society and all of that, especially the ones who do it well. But man, it's so brutal. I've watched sports for years by turning the sound off and playing music, but it does take away from a bit of the drama, which I understand. And so no one else really wants to do that. But that's part of what I like, because then you just sort of get to relax. And the commercials, man, commercials are so brutal. So there's another thing you could do is actually quit watching stuff for like a long period, and then going back to it, I mean, is difficult because it's just like painful to watch. And if the volume's up loud too, then that's made it rough. Well, those are the things I'm thinking about right now. And at this moment, I'm actually just watching the timer count down. I will say it's absolutely lovely that Sophie once again read the timer wrong, because that's been a thing that's happened every time. There's stuff that I do wrong every time that I can no longer remember, because I was going to almost try to do it on purpose, but I can't remember what they were now. So 5 seconds left. Thanks for bearing with me for 8 minutes, if you did. Well, this has been the Shush It's My Turn podcast. My name's Tyler, and my lovely daughter Sophie bailed to go watch a Roblox musical. Such is life in the advance of technology. But we're so thankful that you watched. See you next time, and go watch the Short Greenwich vlog. Peace.